So before I get into anything, it sounds like I'm showing off a lot in this video, and that's the point. It's called a room tour. The point is to show everything off, so please don't get mad. Welcome to 2021, and this is going to be my first room tour video. It's because I wanted to showcase all my things I have in my room. Not just Legos, but like everything else. As you can tell, I have vaulted ceilings, which my father actually made this house, so I'm very fortunate enough to have vaulted ceilings. As you can tell, there's actually some wood covering it. I created that, and I installed some whiteboard and a corkboard on the doors so I utilize enough space. In this center of the room is actually where I do all my work, whether that be Lego or schoolwork. And this is the rest of the Lego room, which is also my bedroom, so I pretty much sleep around Lego. I'm very fortunate enough to have enough Lego to do that. A fairly decent artist, so I display my pieces everywhere, all across my room. And here's my prized possession, the UCS Millennium Falcon in a closet. As you can tell, I actually do squash my boxes and recycle them. It was really hard for me to get rid of all my boxes. I did it recently, but things you gotta get rid of. I'll show off these 4 pieces a little bit later. And here's actually a Praetorian Guard piece that I did in Art 2. It's actually a scratchboard piece, and it is not my original idea. I'm actually really proud about that piece. Put a lot of time and effort into it. And this section is actually showing off board above my 2 doors. So that actually came from a 2005 Lego catalog that I cherished a lot. And I took out of the magazine and framed it. Now it's above my door. And it aligned perfectly. So that's great. In this other section right here with these shelves, I actually made these a while back. This is actually showing off my mocks I made every single day for a whole month straight. It was really hard to create these because I had no inspiration, but pushing myself every single day to do something different. A lot of these spots are empty because I actually took some parts off of it and destroyed them because I needed it for 1313. And a lot of these techniques I might use in further mocks, but these are the only things I really haven't taken apart. I'll make another YouTube video showcasing all of these in a row. Oh, this is great, you can actually see what games I used to play before I had a PC. And this is where my UCS Millennium Falcon went, directly in the center of the room, but it took up so much space. And as you can tell, I have this like weird lamp I got for Christmas. And here's my prized possession. I'm not proud to say how many hours I've spent on this computer, but it's a lot. Those that are interested in the specs, it's a 1440p 144Hz monitor. I bought it 2 years ago on sale for $350 and it was worth $800, so I'm pretty happy about that. Old Altec speakers from like 15 years ago that are amazing because I never died out. Of course it has to have RGB because it makes it faster, duh. It's 5700 XT, 9700K with a Z390 motherboard, 36GB of RAM with the AIO, 750 watt power supply, 2TB hard drive, 1TB SSD. In this section I'm actually showing off the other shelf I made. I love these shelves because I actually offset them a little bit and to incorporate some more nice design. And of course this is all my sorting stuff I don't really like, but this is what I'm dealing with right now. But another section I love is these minifigures displayed. So far I have like around 600. I'll go more detailed, make another YouTube video about it. But here's some other Separatist vehicles. David Buckles ATTE. My police gunship, a Y-wing by itself, and the ATSTs and ATRTs. And remember, I had a bunch of other sets, but I disposed of them because I needed the parts, and they have no use to me anymore. And you can tell I actually am a pretty decent artist. So in this first photo, this one has a little bit of backstory because one day I had a nightmare. I looked in the mirror, and I started scratching at my face. And like, I kept scratching until like my face began to peel off, so since my messed up brain thought of it, I drew it and it became one of my favorite pieces. Short little story, my mom actually said that that eye that I drew is my eye. And those that know me in real life would say that is my eye. Which is kind of weird to say, but it is. That's exactly what my eye looks like. And the next photo I drew the era of stormtroopers, from clone trooper to force order, which each era of movies they lived in, the critical moments in the movies that changed everything. From the clone trooper to Order 66, the stormtrooper having destroyed Alderaan with Death Star 1, First Order destroying Hosnian Prime and the other 4 planets, meanwhile having a First Order logo in the back. A very great piece I did, but I wish the execution was a little bit better. My first realistic drawing that I ever drew. The most shocking part of this drawing is the mouth. The rest of it kind of like flows together, and I'm very proud of this piece. One of my favorites. The fourth piece is a xenomorph on scratchboard. It's a white board with black things on it, and then you just scratch off the black section and just leaves white. It's one of those reduction art techniques. And the fifth art piece is a painting of Darth Vader. Nothing too special. There's no backstory to that one besides it looks cool. And here you actually see all my collections of bottles. Some may wonder why. When I was little, I've never seen a glass bottle, and I just started collecting them because I thought this was so fascinating, showing off the past. And now it's all cans. And here's where I actually do 1313, all the work I've done so far. And you guys actually see how I build. The big box isn't really great because I have all the parts in plastic bags, which I have to change in other storage drawers. And you can tell there's actually a old mock that I created. I would like to do a video on of Imperial base. Another scratchboard piece maybe could make a video on the Battle of Crate. And these are all my other art pieces I did. A xenomorph, an active grenade, a minotaur, and some sculpted trees that took me a while. A cast of my fist when I was 10. Perk machines from Call of Duty that I made a mock on Kino Der Tartan. And I would love to make a YouTube video on that. I have a first battle pack, and off the far left I have another phenomenal piece of a destroyed clone helmet, showing off the different battle scar damage. Might make another YouTube video on all these things. And finally, a first order helmet, sculpted out of clay and painted. And here's other sections of my LEGO Star Wars collection, all piled up, not the best site. And here's some more clean stuff. I'm gonna put more stuff in there. And some extra parts for 1313. So this is getting some juicy stuff. All my other sets, all displayed. UCS, Slave 1, all my custom sets that I made. And my upcoming MTT set. My custom Kylo Ren Black Shuttle before the set came out, and custom Dreadnought. And of course, UCS Millennium Falcon box. And off to the left, I actually do have 4 more other art pieces. I might make a separate video on these, but I'm not sure. That actually concludes this 2021 room tour video. Have a great day and see you next time.